edible TikTok I was talking about. Oh, yes. Please do. I'm excited.
Blood orgy! Yay! Blood orgy! Blood orgy! Yay!
It's happened. Ooh. That's a really good one. It's in Amsterdam. Yeah, the EU one's Amsterdam. And that's the one, literally, I had tickets to go to, I had flights to go to, and then COVID. I was pissed. I wanted to go so bad. I know, they always try to do it somewhere centralized so everybody can go, you know? Except in the US, where they just stick it on in California, so anybody on the East Coast is, like, fucked. Ooh, on the dog topic, I have a rare dog, only 6K. What kind of dog? The hell? I have poodles. I don't think they're rare. Ooh. That's a good one, too. Power cord. Yeah, yep. Yep. Dreamscaper is amazing. I'm so close to beating it. Like, I really want to beat it with you guys today. That would just be the bad. Ma'am? That was not a consensual touch in any way. Who are saying they're going to the EU, and I'm worried people won't go to the US and I'll be lonely. I've just been to the US one every fucking year. That's the only reason. Like, I've literally been there every year so far, and so it's just a matter of money, you know? I'd love to be rolling. Boo! Oh, come on. Come here! Bitch, I don't think so. That's right. Suck it, nerd. Prague Ratter. Oh my god. Prague, it was weird for me because I know a bit of Russian, but Czech is so different. Czech is so different. Like, how did you get this super rare dog? What made you want this super rare dog? Do I get a story? You've never been? Okay, Sexcellent. If you go, I will do my best to go. It's really fun. The con is meh. It's never about the con. It's all about the shit outside the con, really. Everybody will tell you that, though. I'm not the first. You know it probably already. It's the hanging out outside that's, like, the best part. Well, Sexcellent, it's really fun. Like, if Zach and I go, we usually rent out a bar and do a, like, joint party where subs are invited to come to the bar, and Zeke literally buys the bar out, so you get free drinks all night long, and it's fucking fun. I love doing it. But that's the difference between having a company represent you and not. Ha! Oh, Kate Monster, let's cheers!
Bohammer _ 419 tipped $5. Just got back from a fun time in my giant dick rocket with Captain Kirk. I'm sad because Musk's rocket is bigger, but when we were up in space we were deeply touched by the spaghetti monster and his noodly appendage. Anyway, want these ones from my sweaty G-string.
Dude, have you guys ever wanted to smell a G-string? Like, I don't own a G-string. I've never worn a G-string in my life. But the only thing that makes sense is that shit is up on your a-hole all day. Shit can't smell good. I don't know, man. Yes, you did. You did tell me that. Yes, Ice Penis. I'm very happy. I'm happy for your flesh. Cheers, everybody. I'm just curious. I want someone else to smell the G-string for me. You know? Hi, Clary. How are you? Dude, Ollie, clean your bong, man. Oh my gosh, one of Zach's mods told me this story about a friend of hers. Well, an acquaintance of hers, I guess. Who quite literally is proud that he has never cleaned his bong before in his entire life. The entire thing is just black. And I swear to God, he's got to have pneumonia at this point. I can't. black. Like, the whole thing is black. Cable. I mean, what do you expect from me, really, honey? Dude, Grandmaster's the shit. I swear by it. If I could get them to sponsor me, I totally would. It's literally the best cleaner, I think. Ooh, you're playing zombies? Nice. I'm doing pretty good today. Regrets touching me. Suck it. Honestly, Sexcellent, the only time I ever have to scrub is like the neck that the bowl sits in. Like that little L shape, for some reason, just gets black. And sometimes I have to do extra cleaning to that part. Yeah, that's it though. Ma'am. No. Oh, come on. Mayo, I'm proud of you all the time. Wait, who's proud of what? Hold on. Let me beat this guy and I'll catch up on chat. I think I missed something deeply. Eat my black hole. Oh, okay. Wrong way. My bad. Or don't. It's cool. Yes. Bye-bye. Oh. Sexlin, did you clean it? Oh my god, was he blown away? Rubbing alcohol is cool. I just have like putting rubbing alcohol on something I'm gonna set on fire near my face really just makes me feel uncomfortable. That's it. To each their own. I'm gonna go use that Healy thing real quick. Oh, yes, Mayo. He's proud of it. Yeah, he brags. Like, he thinks his bong is like a seasoned, like an iron, what are those called? Those iron pans. Why am I? Cast iron, Jesus Christ. Skillet, exactly. Yes, thank you. Cast iron skillet. He's literally treating it like it's a cast iron skillet, and that is not the same thing. He's going to get fungal pneumonia and die. Really, Sean, do they? I'm sweating. That hit made me sweat. I just subscribe to the box when I need little stuff, because if you subscribe to the box, 1 month, they're going to give you everything you ever need. And then you get a bong. Cast iron's amazing. I use a cast iron pan that was my biological dad's. He's dead. Oh! If you wash their coffee mug, they will throw you off the boat. I can't. I give it like 9 fully submerged rinses. That's smart. Oh my gosh. One time, I was using Grandmaster, and I was in a hurry because I was doing a podcast. I was invited to be a guest on a podcast show, and so I cleaned it really fast, did a couple rinses, but apparently not enough, and definitely smoked some cleaner, and I hallucinated. Don't do that. It was a bad time. I mean, it was hilarious, but them good fumes, don't be Katie. Yeah, what's that nonstick shit called? It's called, like, Teflon, and it's, like, the worst in the world for you or something crazy like that. Like, there's a reason, there's a reason people with birds can't have Teflon in their house. Like, birds will just die. Birds have a really interesting respiratory system, so you and I have a one-way respiratory system, so air goes in one way, out one way. Birds have a two-way breathing apparatus, so they are always inhaling. Even when they're exhaling, they're inhaling, and it's kind of how they maintain staying really light up in the air when they're flying. And because of this, if you're cooking with Teflon, those chemicals in the air, they can't hold their breath, and they just die. It's crazy. Teflon is one name. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably read that article later, or watch the video. my mom doesn't even use nonstick. Like, I remember we had one nonstick pan that my stepdad brought to the house, and the Teflon literally started peeling off of it, and we all were like, that's not right. That's not what's supposed to... The pan shouldn't be peeling, you know? Fuck me. He's gonna kill me. God damn it. Just kidding. Ouch. Uh-oh. Thank you.
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as...
Hi,
velvet.
Daniel. I did take my joy today. Everyone take your joy. Dark waters. Oh, really? We have cast iron, and then I have some stainless steel stuff. That's all we really use, ever. How do you non-stick without Teflon? You just add oil or butter to the pan. I've never had anything stick. It's pretty easy. Because, I mean, if you think about it, even with a Teflon pan, you still add oil, don't you? I've never used a Teflon pan that I straight up didn't need oil on. Like, it's always kind of sticky. Let me see this. Johann's blade. Yes, please. Give me that Johann. Ceramic's good too. I have that's what all my my cookware is, zombies. Like my Dutch oven and shit is all ceramic. Stainless is awesome, yeah. I have a good stainless set too. Teflon is used a lot with water pipes. Anytime you have a connection that screws together, you use Teflon tape. Oh, is that what that tape is? That like stretchy ass white stuff? Is that what it's called? My dad used to use it all the time, being a plumber. I just never had any idea what it was called. No, our cast iron's great. Zeke makes like phenomenal steaks in our cast iron. Oh, Katie, your health is low. Why? My control, this, you know what, my dude? I just calibrated this controller, but it's already flicking. Help me, Jesus. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, actually, I just gave Zach a big lesson on BPAs the other day. He was using a water bottle that was like a one you would get at a gas station pre-filled with water, but he'd been using it for like a month. And I try not to be a jerk about things. I usually just let people do whatever they want. But we were driving somewhere and I was like, hey, babe, how long have you been using that water bottle? And he goes, a while. And I was like, look at the bottom of it. Is there a little number and a triangle on the bottom of it? And he goes, yeah, what's that number mean? I'm like, that's how dangerous the plastic is. What's the number? And it was a 1. It was the worst possible. It was funny. I had a good giggle. He doesn't use it anymore. He just didn't know. But I hate being that actually snot. I don't ever want to be that person. Didn't you know you're gonna fucking die? Like, most people know, but sometimes they don't. I want to make sure people are like receptive to knowledge before I just start spewing bullshit at them, because I hate being considered a know-it-all or something. Chemistry is amazing, but it also has like poisoned the earth. It's pretty crazy. Do not use ranged attacks. Deal. Cunt! How dare you? Fuck my ass. It's Sean, it probably is. I think it was older, and it was probably the really high heat. Like, my mom was making stir fry. There's another one that you can get pans made out of, but it's super pricey. It's the type of steel that has the heat transfer of cast iron, but at half the weight. Whoa. Weird. I wonder. It's a good thing, but I would have somehow gotten the knowledge to him just without being a snot about it. I don't know. I hate being a know-it-all. It's never that I want to make someone feel bad. I honestly just love sharing information with people. Like, I think that's fun. But some people take it as like, you think you're better than me? And it's like, no, no one can hate me more than me. Stop it. I'm helping you. Yeah, I have a porcelain Dutch oven, but it's heavy as fuck. That thing's like a rock. Ooh, yay. Weekly pill containers for what? For cooking? Listening to you play games is the funniest shit. The string of curses. Oh, man. It's bad. Literally, people still tell me they miss the days of ESO just because of the curses I would make up. I'm just like a master at filth. It's not a good trait. Let me see. Lucid. Sand. Give me some sand, B. Just use heavy blankets. The problem with chemistry is that chemical companies were never put under the same scrutiny the food companies are put under. Food has to be proven safe before it's put on the market. Chemical companies put the burden of proof on the consumer to prove after. Well, that, and there's also, I assume it's similar to the medical industry where they can get a lot of shit passed because it's similar to something that has already previously passed. So a lot of medical equipment was never, ever put into testing, but it's so similar to the previous version, they just put it out anyways. Oh, Mala was looking ways for track that they took their meds. Oh, yeah, those pill containers are great. Eliza uses an app that she literally has to, like, check. She has to, like, answer it. It goes off as an alarm, and then you have to go in and check the meds you took and, like, tell it. That one helps her a lot if you take more than one. Metasafe Inc. Thanks, Eliza. That one. I never thought I'd live in a day and age where kids ate, like, laundry detergent for fun. Like, when I was a kid, we were boiling cough syrup to get high. These kids were, like, told by the internet it would be funny and just did it. What? Doesn't make sense. I don't get it. People are weird. True, Fire, true. What was the BG and ESO that was called something ball? Chode ball? Chode ball. It's called Chaos Ball. But we called it Chode ball. Rim cleaners used as a drug. Stop it. Chode ball will live on forever in infamy. If I went into Battlegrounds today, I would still fucking hate Chode ball. It's the dumbest mode. I hate Chode ball. Yeah. That was probably where most of my horrible mouth got its exercise. Oh, the days. What do I have right now? I like my stingers. But that's better. Just kidding. Chode ball! Oh, fucking chode ball's a nightmare. When I was a kid, we just stole money from our parents and bought drugs with it. And by we, I mean my brother and not me. Oh, I never stole money from my parents, but I did try to steal money from my parents. I just ended up finding their drugs instead. So I, like, surpassed that whole thing, and I just stole their drugs. Which was not good. I mean, I'm not saying I was a good kid. Don't do these things. But it really took the middleman out of the equation. Just an FYI for parents in the chat, your underwear drawer is not a safe place to hide your drugs. It's the first place we're gonna look. Stop it. Bitch. Cut the middleman right out of there. Yeah, that's great. Really, Sean? That's really nice. Oh. Am I not close enough? God damn it. Once something already has the green light, they only have to tweak the chemical slightly and repatent it to keep it out in the wild. That's exactly medical stuff, yeah. There was a big thing. Eliza and I talked about it on stream one time. Back in the 80s, they were using some sort of steel that had this other component in it that literally would oxidize your bones and make them melt and turn black. And so we were having all these patients, cobalt, thank you. We were having all these patients that would come in and they had like a hip replacement from years ago and their entire pelvis would just be black goo on the inside of their body. Like, I don't even know how they were walking anymore. And it was just this. It was this phenomena of this weird metal. But because the thing was so similar to the previous version, they didn't have to put it through any testing. It's crazy. There's a term for it. It's like pre-FDA approved or something like that. I hate Chode Ball. STK stream picks out. Oh my god. Jay, I don't know if you were here back then, dude. When I used to play ESO like constantly, there was a mode in Battlegrounds called Chaos Ball where you're supposed to like go get the other team's ball and keep it away from them as long as possible, get it back to your whatever. But I hated it. It was horrific. It was the worst mode. It made me miserable. So I would either quit it or complain the whole time, and literally I called it Chode Ball. I hated it. I was much more sneaky. I never hid anything in my sock drawer. Like, that just seemed like the dumbest place to hide shit. You got Zamoka back in ESO? My Zamoka. And you're welcome. ESO, those were the dark days, man. They were the dark days. Freedom, Eliza, for all day. Nice. Oh, how was it today, Vile? Oh, you're getting your second dose? Fuck yes. I'm so happy for you. LSD is federally a no-no, but LSD-A is, which is so stupid. LSD, like, is a proven medicine that has, they've straight up proven it works for so many people who have, like, I don't need to tell you guys, problems from the military, of all sorts, depression and shit like that. Like, the only reason it got criminalized is because they wanted to criminalize brown people more. So they were like, oh yeah, hippies and the blacks take LSD, let's make it illegal. Same thing with pot. Like, it's all just racism. Our country is built on racism, and it's gross. Ooh, 7 days off. What are you gonna do? Breathe? Relax? Secret room? Yes! Ansa! What the fuck is a motherfucker? How you doing, Honeybean? Thank you for those 20 months in a row, Honeybean. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. You attack faster, but so do your enemies. Sounds fun. What's my armor? Oh, my armor's not bad. Let's do it. Let's be fast, little bunny rabbits. Have y'all heard anything about the short-term side effects of the third dose? I've heard nothing. I've heard that no one feels anything from the third shot at all. Exactly. Same with THC being a Schedule 1. But, like, CBD is, like, very much proven to help people with all sorts of diseases. Children with diseases, but they still keep it a Schedule 1. It's crazy. It's just crazy. I don't have my water, Zerkles. I have let you down. Cheers.
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
Our boy Neuro was in here the other day and told us that literally yesterday was when Moderna and who was the other one? It was Moderna and one other company was getting together with the CDC to approve their third dose. Yeah. I can stretch. I just left my water in my bedroom because I'm responsible. Was it the J&J? Cool. That's so exciting, man. Hi, Reese, by the way. Yep, psilocybin's the same, but it's still considered like a level 1, whatever. Oh god, that feels good. We talking boosters? There's my boy Neuro. I'm literally just spitting the shit you spat to me the other day out again. But Neuro Fournier works with the CDC on the vaccinations, guys. He's like the man. He the man. Spit it, queen. I love having smart friends because then I don't have to worry about spitting false information. It's great. Imagine. In this economy. I summon Neuro by... I just think of his husband's ass. Damn it. Outed myself again. How are you, Neuro? How you doing today, Honeybean? How's life? Did you guys did Moderna and all them meet and work on approving their booster? That's what we were talking about, is the booster. And that's the problem, Fire Moon, is because all of these drugs that aren't deadly are still considered level 1s. We can't even experiment. Like, medicine isn't even allowed to experiment with them yet, and that's the sad part. Thank you, Sales. Neuros are, he's on my team, man. I love having someone on my side because there's so many people out there who just, like, they like the misinformation and they want to fight me. And then all I have to do is, like, think of hot butts. And Neuro's like, bitch, where are they? Let's do this. Fuck. Why are you so far away? Got him. Moderna and J&J have been approved by the FDA working with VRBPAC. Now FDA needs to approve, and then they go APIC, and then CDC approves. But it's pretty much approved. That's awesome. People were just asking, because a lot of people, that's the shot they got. So they were looking when they can get their booster. I was Team Pfizer, thankfully. I didn't pick. I literally went to the first fucking appointment I possibly could. I just got lucky. All the teachers at my school decided to get the booster today when it's available. God damn it, Mickey. How does it feel to just work with a team of sensible humans? How does that feel? I don't know what that, I miss it. Honestly, that's the only thing I miss about working at a place like Hopkins. You're surrounded by big brain. You're just surrounded by big brain. And there's something about that. Like, you kind of feel smarter, like osmosis is going on or something, just being utterly inundated by the smart brain. You don't get that in everyday life, unfortunately. But we need more smart brains out in the everyday. We can't cloister ourselves like that anymore. All your content getting your 5G injected when you... Oh my god. I wish. My reception got no better. It's bullshit. You know, I've heard from multiple people, Sexcellent, they've literally just, like, walked into their doctor's office for, like, their flu shot, and the doctor's been like, do you have your booster? You want it? And they just get it right there. I don't know if you've gotten your... Or do you get a flu shot? Because I know, aren't you immunosuppressed? I've been pushing flu shot hard this year because this is a very important year to get flu shots for those who can, obviously. You are? Yeah, just ask when you go in and get one. That's what I'm going to do. I already got my flu shot, but they said there wasn't enough time between I'm not 6 months yet, so I couldn't get my booster, but I'm low risk. I'm not exactly concerned for me. I'm concerned for people I come in contact with, obviously. Me too, Vile. I'm not January. I think I'm late November or something. It has a low chance of working, but like, even if there's a chance, I'm cool with it. I've had the flu. I hallucinated that tea was pouring out of my watch, my wristwatch, for days. It was a bad time. I don't ever want the flu again. I don't like hallucinating unless there's like a fun part, you know? Ah! Fuck you, bitch. Smokers are considered high risk. Oh yeah, well that's why we're really pushing flu shots this year. Is because all of the, what we call lungers, or people who have emphysema, older people in their 50s, 60s, 70s who have emphysema, they cloistered for COVID. They cloistered real well because they die from COVID. They don't come off. Like, you ask any respiratory therapist, the hardest thing you're ever going to do as a respiratory therapist is weaning someone who has emphysema or COPD off of a ventilator. They're not going to come off. Chances are you are never going to speak to that person again with a real voice, because their bodies are so fucking tired from suffocating forever that their body kind of gives up. Their body just goes, oh, you're going to breathe for me now? Okay, I'm done. And weaning them off is, I mean, it's a fucking nightmare. It is a fucking nightmare. I was at one of my biologic infusion appointments, and there was someone there with me also getting an infusion, and she was talking about how she doesn't trust Western medicine. What? While getting a biologic infusion, doesn't trust Western... That's like fucking... what's that Joe Rogan dude, like, guzzling ivermectin paste and then thanking Western medicine? What the fuck? We don't have much data from last year, but we've some viral lineages of the flu accidentally die out. I read about that. That's amazing. Because of the lack of hosts, which is what should have happened with COVID. No clue how this year's flu will be, but lots of CDC folks have estimated that it'll be bad due to pediatric population and loosening of restrictions. I think it's going to be the COPD or the lungers. They're all going to feel like they can go out to Sunday brunch again, and they're all going to fucking die. I hope not, but I'm scared of it. The nurse was talking to, like, immediate... Yeah, I couldn't. I mean, I've told you those, Sex. I don't know if you've heard this. I've been talking to my mom, because she just came and visited. And she told me that people will be on their deathbed refusing a ventilator who are dying of COVID, and they will be, like, screaming for ivermectin in the hospital. Like, they have admitted themselves into the hospital, and they are on their deathbed screaming. And then they're appalled. Like, their families are trying to sue the hospital because the hospital's not carrying a life-saving medication such as ivermectin. It's bad. It's bad. Like, real bad. Like smallpox, like polio, like that shit should have been wiped out. But it doesn't work if people, you know, do their own research. Yuck. He did take ivermectin made for people. Well, that gives me a little bit more hope. But he did like some crazy shit and none of it was the vaccination, and he still thanked Western medicine, which was weird. Bombs!